Hi, my name is Rodriguez, and I'm going to tell you about why I want to work for your company, the Walt Disney Company. I've been passionate about storytelling for as long as I can remember. I'm a writer who loves creating worlds and creating my own characters, and I love creating my own little flip books, like the classic Disney animation style where you sketch something and then you do it on another page. And when you flip all the pages together, it's just one continuous scene of a character making like different expressions or doing different things. I love creating different scenes for my books, and it helps me to really imagine how they move, how they feel, and how they interact with each other. And what draws me to Disney is how the company combines heartfelt storytelling with stunning visuals for people of all ages and of all backgrounds. And Disney has been a huge source of inspiration for me for as long as I can remember. I fell in love with Disney when I was 3 years old, and I'm 27 now, and I still love Disney. I love going to go watch Disney movies with my husband, and I can't wait to watch them with my own family one day. And I would just love to be able to create stories for you guys. What skills and strengths do I think are my strongest for a creative role at Disney? I think my biggest strengths are my ability to tell stories with both words and visuals, and my creativity developing unique characters and worlds. Writing has taught me a lot about structure and how to build a strong beginning, middle, and end. And sketching has given me an eye for detail and how stories look on the page or how they would look on the screen. I'm also a really strong collaborator. I really enjoy working with a team and building a story with other people and giving and receiving feedback. And I think I have a genuine passion for storytelling and creating diverse, relatable characters. And that's something that I would bring to every project at Disney. A project that I'm most proud of that I've written recently is Hazel and the Harvest Mystery. It's completely different than anything that I've ever created before. It's a children's book, which I've done before, but it's a children's fall mystery book. And I've always wanted to write mystery before, and being able to create something for little kids, like a fun little mystery for them, was so eye opening. Being able to do the research of, okay, what are kids reading right now? What type of mysteries are they looking at? What's going to keep them engaged in a classroom? And what characters are they going to find themselves connecting to? It was just so much fun, and I loved sketching the characters and creating them. That's something that I always enjoy doing with any of my children's books is sketching the characters. Anytime I get started on a book, that's the thing that I get most excited for is, okay, what does this character look like in my head? What are they doing? How do they move? What's something unique about them? Like, what's their personality like? And I love creating that. And with this book, I really got to go deep in it, and I plan on it being like a 3-part series. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm really passionate about it. And I feel like that's the sort of passion that I would bring to Disney and your company is my passion for writing, my passion for creating brave, strong characters that kids will be able to relate to and that even adults will be able to relate to, because I think a lot of us who are in this age group and even older, when we go and see a Disney movie, we find ourselves still connecting to Disney characters, and we're like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was like that as a kid, or oh gosh, I still am kind of like that. You find it and you connect with it, and I would love to create characters like that that give people that reaction. How do I handle feedback and revisions for my creative work? I see feedback as probably one of the most important parts of the creative process. And I know some writers are kind of intimidated by giving and receiving feedback. I, however, find it very helpful because sometimes I don't know everything, and I can admit that. And I'm still learning. Every day, I'm still learning when it comes to writing and sketching. And sometimes there's little things that I miss. Like recently, when I was writing something, a peer of mine let me know that I didn't exactly have the clearest motivation for one of my characters. And at first, it was kind of a little bit scary to hear. It's like, oh my gosh, how was I not clear? Like I thought I was. But you kind of have to go back and, think of it as like it's not personal. They're not saying that you're a bad writer. They're just saying it needs to be a little bit clearer. Because especially if you're going to make something into a film or into an animated short, and you only have like a little bit of time to capture the audience's attention, and you have to be clear with your character's motivations so that way somebody can connect to it and pull into it and be like, okay, I understand what this character is doing. I understand what their goal is, and I can support it. And I can sit here the entire time of this film and see how it ends. And I feel like that's the most important part of the creative process, whether you're writing a book, creating a TV series, or even artwork, is you have to be able to receive and give feedback and not be afraid of it. You have to welcome it because everybody is just trying to make this into the best creative collaborative experience possible. And I feel like that's the type of energy that I would bring at Disney. Where do I see myself in 5 years, and how does Disney fit into my goals? In 5 years, I see myself as a writer who's not just creating stories, but contributing to larger, more creative projects that inspire people. And Disney, I feel like, is the perfect place for that because it's all about imagination and teamwork and creating experiences for people of all ages and of all backgrounds. And my goal is to keep developing as a writer and as an artist. And I would love to create animated movies and dip my toes into that little area of the creative world in Disney. And I would also love to write books for the Disney universe. And I just think it would be amazing to be able to have the opportunity to learn from the best in the industry while also contributing my own voice into the Disney world and into the Disney company and kind of making my mark and creating a really great career for myself that I'm so excited to be able to experience one day. And I would just love the opportunity to work for the Disney company and create stories for kids and even adults. Thank you.